Hi everyone. I have been thinking of upgrading my old PC for quite some time now. My old PC has given me good service, but I think it is time to build a new one because there's not much of upgrade options available for that one. Incidentally, that PC I bought in 2012 and it has the Core i7 second generation, that is i7 2600. There is not much of upgrade options available in that PC now, and it has a very minimal GPU, that is the NVIDIA 530. It has been sufficient for my work till recently, but now I feel that it requires an upgrade. And unfortunately, when I decided to upgrade, or rather to build my new PC, that was just the time when AMD was introducing a set of new processors, NVIDIA was introducing new GPUs, and AMD was also introducing GPUs. So I decided to wait till the market stabilizes in terms of the product availability and pricing, which I feel will take at least 2 or 3 months. I decided to buy everything except the processor and the GPU. In that process, I bought the motherboard, I bought the cooling system, the cabinet, the memory, power supply. Everything is ready except for these two components, which I'll be doing by and by as the availability improves. In the meanwhile, I found that for optimally running the new processor, the Zen 3 processors, that is the 5000 series processors, you require some upgrade to the BIOS of the motherboard. And I was wondering that since I don't have a processor, how to go about it. But fortunately for me, the motherboard I have chosen, that is the Tomahawk Mag X570 from MSI. This one has a feature to like many other motherboards are having it now, feature to update the BIOS without even the processor or memory. All that you require is the power supply, and you can flash the BIOS. Now I thought I'll do this and I'll show you how to go about it so that you can also see, and if you are interested in doing it, you can do that. Incidentally, this motherboard comes with a BIOS which will allow you to boot into the new system, but they recommend a higher version of the BIOS, which I'll be talking to you about when I come to the computer to show you. So I decided to do that so that by the time I buy my processor and GPU, I am ready with everything. So let's go about it together. The first step is to go to the MSI site and download the latest firmware, BIOS firmware from the support page. So we'll go to msi.com. Support. Downloads. Motherboard. Just select the appropriate chipset. AMD X570. Tomahawk. Here you will come to the page from where you can download the BIOS. Here on this page you see all the BIOS updates available. Now my computer came with this particular version of BIOS, that is I guess 1.0.8.1. I'll show you how to find out the BIOS version of your motherboard, the existing motherboard. It is printed on that, so I'll show you where to look for it. You can find the existing BIOS version here, that is between the heatsink and the battery. It is right next to the fan between the PCI slot here and the heatsink. You can see it here. I'll try to put a close-up picture of this. The existing BIOS version will be printed here. Now presently I am interested in this particular BIOS, that is updated AMD AGESA combo 1.1.0.0 patch C. So I'll be downloading this. After that there's one more BIOS which is in the beta version. Now I won't recommend anybody to download a beta version unless you find that the feature which it is offering is absolutely must for you immediately before the final version comes. So for me, I'll be downloading this particular version. So there's a download arrow here. I'll click it and start the download. That you have to unzip it. So you have to unzip it, extract all. So these are the two files available. If you are updating the BIOS from the motherboard directly, that is without the processor or operating system, there is a little rule which you have to follow, is to rename the BIOS as per the motherboard's instruction. So in case of MSI, I have to rename this file. One is a text file, the other one is the actual BIOS file, as msi.rom. If you are updating it after the operating system is involved and after the Windows has booted or through the BIOS itself, in that case you don't have to rename the file, but only if you are updating the BIOS directly from the motherboard using the Flash BIOS utility from the motherboard, you have to rename the file. So I'll rename this as msi.rom. in capital letters. So this has been renamed. So I'll transfer this to the pen drive. Make sure that your USB drive is formatted in FAT32 and eject the pen drive. Connect the 24-pin motherboard connector and the 8-pin CPU connector. This motherboard has two CPU power connections. One is an 8-pin, which is here where I have connected, and one is a 4-pin connector. You have to connect a cable from the power supply only on the 8-pin connector, not on the 4-pin connector. So we have two cables connected, one the 24-pin motherboard connector and the 8-pin CPU connector. We have not put any CPU, as you can see. The memory slots are also empty. You have to connect your pen drive to this USB port, which is next to the Flash BIOS button. There is a Flash BIOS button which is slightly recessed here, so you may have to use a tool to press it, like a pen or something. And if you plug it in any other USB port, the system will not recognize the BIOS. So you have to plug it only in this one. I have connected the pen drive now. I'll turn on the power supply and This button is little recessed, so you may require a tool to. You can see now the light on the pen drive is flashing, and there is also another light which is flashing. I'll switch off the light on my camera to see if it is better visible. Not sure how well. You can see the white light flashing here. Make sure you don't disturb anything. You don't disturb the power supply. You should not turn off the power supply till the process is over and the lights stop flashing. You have to wait patiently. The light has stopped flashing now, but I'll keep it on for some more time just in case, so that no process is interrupted in between. After completing the BIOS flash, switch off the power supply, remove the pen drive and disconnect all cables. If you follow these instructions, your BIOS will be updated, and when you put a processor, eventually when you get a processor and boot it, or if you have already some AMD processor compatible with this motherboard, you can check it. Just check the version, whether it has taken the version which you have updated. For those of you who are interested in the instructions for updating BIOS by this method is there on page 33 of your manual of MSI Tomahawk X570 motherboard. So basically what we have done is we went to the site, MSI site, we downloaded the version of firmware which we wanted, then we renamed it as MSI.ROM, transferred it to a pen drive, connected it to the USB port which is closest to the BIOS reset BIOS flashing button, that is on the, as I showed you in the video. After that, you switched on the power supply, you connected the 24 pin and the 8 pin CPU connector, 24 pin motherboard connector and the 8 pin CPU connector of the power supply, and switched on the power supply. Then you press the flash button, your flash BIOS button, wait for the whole thing to initialize. Initially you will find nothing happens for some time. Then you will find, if you have a light on the pen drive, that helps, because that will show you that there's some activity going on. And there is also a very faint light which comes from inside the IO shield, the built-in IO shield of this motherboard. And when the flashing stops, the pen drive light also goes off. Wait for some more time just in case, because we can't see anything, so it's better to play it safe. And after that you switch off your power supply, take out the pen drive and remove all the cables, and your flash would have, your BIOS would have been updated. So I hope you found this video enjoyable and useful. Please do help us by subscribing to this channel. Mine is a new channel and I do require your help and support. Thank you very much.